I'm Walt Secord, Shadow Treasurer and Shadow Special Minister of State, responsible for electoral matters. And I'd like to make a few comments about Andrew Constance. Today we saw the Deputy Premier, John Barilaro, bow out. And now the focus is on the Leader of the Government in the Legislative Assembly, Andrew Constance, who is also Roads and Transport Minister. I've known him for years. In fact, I remember him from the 1990s when he lived in Sydney and was on South Sydney Council. So I've known him for a long time. But today, he is a senior member of the Berejiklian government. I've known him for years. He's a senior minister in the Berejiklian government, leader of the government in the Legislative Assembly, and he's on a salary of $326,541. That is double the salary of a backbencher. Now, if he nominates for Eden-Monaro, he must relinquish his ministerial posts because there is a deep conflict. We are in extraordinary circumstances, and this government has extraordinary powers with unchecked authority. That's why they're avoiding Parliament. So he is in a position where he is exercising executive government powers, and he's running for a position that is absolutely unacceptable. Now, he can sit on the backbench until the writs are issued, but he should do the right thing and relinquish his ministerial duties. Now, we are in the middle of COVID, drought, and these are extraordinary times. So with the government assuming extraordinary powers and measures on behalf of the community, therefore, he should not have the levers of government at his disposal. Now, we should be focusing on fighting COVID, protecting Australians, protecting jobs, rebuilding the economy, slashing unemployment. Treasury says that unemployment could get up to 10%. We have people inside Centrelink who never thought that they would be there. The Liberals and Nationals should be focusing on protecting jobs and getting us through this pandemic and getting us through the threat of the second wave. Now, I'll end on a personal note here. I speak to my mother every day. She lives in a community in North America of 2,200 people. And in that community, 24 people have died from this disease. So the Liberals and Nationals should be concentrating on building the economy, supporting the health system, and getting ready and preventing a second wave. Thank you.
If Mr. Constance does run,
yes.
Is it a tad hypocritical given 6 weeks or so ago he said he was going to be in politics? He was sick of the political cycle.
Well, that's a matter for him to explain. But he has different positions, different statements. They shift, they move on a daily basis. But what he should be doing is concentrating on the jobs of families in New South Wales and not whether he is going for a federal job. Again, these are extraordinary times. The government has been given extraordinary powers, and they should be concentrating on jobs, protecting families, and getting ready for a second wave. That's what we want. We don't want to see the Nationals and Liberals fighting over jobs. We want them protecting New South Wales jobs.
There will be a by-election
yes.
in the seat of Bega if he runs. Do you have confidence that Labor can win? Or maybe Jody?
Can I?
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry, Jody.
Do you have confidence that Labor can win a by-election in the seat of Bega?
I've been following Australian politics since the time I've arrived. I've been here 31 years, and that seat has never, ever been held by Labor. It was created 31 years ago when I arrived, and it's now got a margin of about 7%. I tell you, winning that seat in these unusual circumstances would be like climbing Mount Everest or Mount Kosciuszko. It would be a huge feat.
So you even bother to contest it then?
No, that's a matter for head office, but we have great candidates down there, and again, that's a matter for head office. But can I say, that seat has never been held by Labor, 31 years under the Liberals. Now, they treat the region as if they own the region, and they're more worried about their jobs than community jobs. So again, Andrew Constance, if you nominate for Eden-Monaro, relinquish the Leader of the government position and your ministerial posts. That's the right thing to do. You cannot have 3 or 4 jobs and run for another job at the same time.
If you could ask Jody, in regards to